Yeah. What's really happening? What's really happening? Y'all already know who it is, man. It's your boy OG Jigavelli with the fastest growing podcast out of Miami-Dade County and soon to be all of Florida. Thanks to y'all, man, for y'all commenting, liking, and subscribing. Y'all keep it up, man. But today, man, before I even get into this show or this interview right here, I want to give a special shout out to my homeboy Gator for the drip he dropped on me, man. You know what I'm saying? With the block house, man. I'm trying to let y'all see all the way from the back and everything, man. This is lit. And if you got a brand, you know what I mean, you want to get it out there, you want the OG to rock it on the show, you want to see me in it, man, y'all inbox, let me see what you working with. If it's fly like this here, we gonna shout you out too. And that's also for those of y'all that got businesses, right? And you feel like you know what I mean, you best at what you do, or you're an up and coming artist, actor, whatever it is, you think you lit and you ain't getting enough exposure, make sure y'all inbox, man, tap in with OG and we see what we can do, right? But like I've been doing for y'all lately, I've been bringing y'all some real talent, man. I'm talking about grinders, hustlers, right? I'm talking about go-getters, man. I'm talking about new artists, legends, and I ain't failed y'all today, man. I got a real queen in the building, man. I'm talking about a grinder. I'm talking about this lady right here. I had the opportunity to being in the studio with her and seeing how her work ethic is. Man, I'm talking about she flying in and out of cities, collaborating. Man, she need this. I'm talking about she need this, but y'all need to know who she is. I ain't gonna hold you up, man. I got Keep Pushing It KP in the building, all the way from the M.I. crooked letter. Y'all already know what the rest is, man. Let me get the queen on board, man. What's up, KP?
What it do? How
you already know what to do, whatever we tell them to do.
We give hugs.
Okay. You see what I got for you, man? A red carpet. I got you sitting on the crush. You know what I mean? I hope just showing you a little Florida boy hospitality.
Yeah, I like it.
Right?
I like it.
So before I get into it, man, I know, like I just told you be on that plane. How was the flight over?
The flight was crazy. I mean, the flight itself was good, but when I landed, man, they tried to send my luggage to San Antonio. So I had to sit at the airport for like 2-3 hours and make sure they ain't ship my clothes off because I had to come here for a video and all that. They would have redirected everything I had to do. But other than that, the flight was cool. You know, made it here safe. Can't complain too much.
Look at you looking very nice today. And then, you know, being in Miami, you ain't got to have all them clothes on. So I already told them where you was from, right?
Right.
So, but I ain't telling what city. Let the people know what city, what hood you represent.
So I'm from the Delta of Mississippi. It's simple to say it that way because if I tell you exactly where I'm from, you're going to get confused. But regardless, I still tell you I'm from Ruleville, Mississippi. That's a part of the Delta of Mississippi. If you know, you know. It's simple as that.
Okay. But what got you down in the city today? Like what kind of projects you working on?
So I got this song called 9 to 5, and we got Mr. Flawda himself, the hot dancer out here, featured on the record. We dancing to it, we skating to it. So I came down here, we shot the video for it, and we just networking it that way. You know, that's the main reason I came this time. You know, the last time, like you said, I was here in the studio. This time, we on a new wave. We doing whole videos, promotion, TikToking, all that type of stuff.
Well, I kind of jumped ahead of the interview because I wanted to ask you, but we're going to get back on that topic because I want to know about the whole experience of how the video shoot went down and you know, everything. That's one of my questions. So I was doing my little homework, kind of trying to stay on board and I want the people to know how great you is.
Right.
So I didn't just want to come up here and just be like, oh, you know what I mean? I want them to know all your work, you know what I mean? So I had the time, me and my team got together and we were listening to some of your tracks. And we put together some things that we think the people need to know about you, right? So the first question I need to ask you, right? Kicking things off, listeners connect with your roots being in Mississippi. For Mississippi being a rich culture, right? Just a rich culture and all together. How did that shape your style? You know what I mean? Or just give us a little background, how you entered the music industry and how Mississippi, growing up in Mississippi,
Okay, so I'm from Mississippi, but I didn't fully grow up there. Like, in my younger years, that's where I was at. And then, like, my mom moved us around a lot. So I have roots a little bit in St. Louis, a bit in Memphis, and also in Kentucky.
Right.
So that shaped me to be a very diverse person, as well as a very diverse artist. So my roots is definitely rooted in Mississippi because it's always where I come back to. That's my history, you know, the blues, you know what I'm saying? That type of music like that, it's definitely deeply embedded in me. You know what I'm saying? So just being around there, you know, they say Mississippi is the birthplace of America's music.
Okay.
So it's just kind of within me. I don't have any family members in the music, but, you know, since I was a child, I've always aspired to be creative, and it just comes naturally.
When that started, like you said, a child, give us an age, like what you think when you've decided, like, I want to do music.
I would say maybe like anywhere between 8 and 10, because I used to look up to Aaliyah a lot. Like, I used to aspire, like, everything about her was very beautiful to me in her music, and it was just like, oh, I want to be a star like that one day, you know? So,
rest in peace to Aaliyah.
Yes, R.I.P. to Aaliyah. So it kind of started there, and then as time progressed, you have Beyonce that comes on board, and as far as rapping, which is what I do, you have people like Missy Elliott and then Nicki Minaj and things like that just make it like this is really a great art to express yourself, you know, so.
And I get that, like I say, listening over your music, I seen like it had like a personal journey. So I prepared some questions to try to dig a little bit, dig. I hope you're ready, right? Okay, you got a track called Standing on That.
Okay.
It's such a powerful track with a catchy bop and a flow, right? The lyrics feel deep personal.
Yeah.
Like you were talking about being crossed by someone close. You know, can you let us know and share with us, you know, the story on how that song right there was inspired?
Okay, so Stand on That, honestly, I try to make music that a lot of other people can relate to. And then I try to make music that is catchy and through modern times. So if I'm being honest, nowadays you hear a lot of people saying, stand on it. Okay, you did this, stand on it. So I'm like, how can I make a song that makes sense that a lot of people can relate to where it make it easy for people to want to repeat it?
Okay.
So one day I was in my truck and I just was listening to a beat and I just kept saying the words over and over. Stand on it, stand on it, you know what I'm saying? And so I came up with the hook, and then when it came down to the verse, I related it to certain scenarios that I have had experiences with, people that will be smiling in your face and talking behind your back. And when you come back after you've been talking behind my back, you still want to smile in my face again, but it's like, no, stand on that shit you said and stand on that shit that you did. It's simple as that.
Okay. So what I'm getting is, like, in the music process, like, you take from everyday experiences, but you also take from personal experiences too. So both of that is compound on how you make your music.
Because I just feel like you can write about your life and your story all day, and people will relate to it, but the audience that you want to grab should be so broad. It shouldn't just always be all about you, you know.
That's facts. That's facts. Yeah. I can understand that, even though I'm not an artist, but I do listen to music, and certain music that fits what I'm going through in my life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna play that for a long time. You know what I mean?
I feel like that's how you make timeless music.
Okay, that's what you after?
Yeah, because it's just like I said, you try to make real music that people can relate to where if you going through a certain situation, you should always have a list of songs that could either help you get over it or that you can relate to and be like, see, I ain't the only one that feel this way.
Kind of like Mary J. Blige, Keisha Cole.
My Life, yes, with Mary J. Keisha Cole, yes, definitely.
Okay. I can see you stepping in that realm. And after they get to knowing who you are, I believe they can connect with you on that too. I believe you're gonna achieve that. You gonna achieve. I know for a person. I met you twice. And every time I met you, it's been about business.
Yeah.
Like, you're standing on what you're doing.
Right.
So you living true to your words.
Right.
So my next track, right? Your next track, Clout.
Okay.
Hit different, right? Mm-hmm. So the question is, it feels like a reflection of a relationship that was holding you back. You know what I mean? And how did that experience affect your journey, or how did it translate into your art? Like, you know, Clout, was that something personal, or that was just a word play?
It was pretty much like Stand on That as well. It was, what are people talking about? What are the words do people use right now? And how can I relate that to my life and the situation I've been in? You know, A lot of people say, clout, you chasing clout, you're a clout chaser. Okay, what situation have I been in that I felt like I was dealing with somebody that was just on some clout?
Give us an example. Give us an example. You got one. You ain't got to say their name or nothing.
I ain't gonna say no names. It don't matter to me.
You got a situation where you felt like somebody was in your life?
So it's basically like when I was starting to go viral initially, it was more people calling that didn't call as much. And there were people that were showing interest in high levels. You know how sometimes you meet certain people and they put so much pressure on it, like they just love you so much and you're just so perfect, and it's just like, where the hell all this come from? You know, all of a sudden
fake love.
Right. So it's like, and it's not, I'm not even acting like I'm some big artist or whatever the case may be, but it's like when you peaking and you viral and people posting you in different states and cities and stuff like that, it's like, it's kind of obvious. I've never heard from you before like this. All of a sudden now I'm hearing from you like on a regular basis, and you applying pressure like we be locked in. So it's like, oh, listen, little baby, you just chasing the clout, you know?
Okay. I think we all can relate to clout chasers in our lives, man. I haven't experienced that so much because I haven't been viral.
Okay.
So what particular viral moment you had that you think, because that wasn't part of the question, but since you mentioned it, tell us about the viral moment that you think you experienced. Was that a highlight in your career?
So I've had a couple of viral moments, but the very first like really big viral moment is when I rapped about getting shot. And I posted it on TikTok. I didn't expect nothing from it. I went to sleep that night and woke up out of my sleep at like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And it was like, it said, user 100 million such and such liked your post. And I was thinking that it was a username 100 something. But then when I looked, I said 100 million views.
Wow.
Like less than 24 hours. And a lot of people related, not necessarily related to my story. I did have some people that related to my story that had the same scar as me, that got shot before. I had somebody that had the same scar as me that had a football accident and had the same surgery. But I just seen a lot of love pouring in and empathy for me and my situation. So around that time is when a lot of people was like, hey, my uncle posted you. And I'm like, who the hell is your uncle? And where he's in Alabama. This person posted you. Hey, I seen that you know what I'm saying? All these different things. And it was just like a rush for me. But at the same time, it was very quick to see how many people was clout chasing.
And that's crazy.
Let me lock in with you. And I've been doing music for a decent amount of time. Now all of a sudden you want to know what's the next song I'm dropping and stuff like that.
It's crazy that people, when you doing something good, it takes a tragedy like that. First of all, sorry for that ever happening to you.
Thank you.
So you mentioned in the scar, you talking about the particular star right here. So if you don't mind, like, you know, since we talking about it, I don't want to take you to no hurt or anything, but do you want to collaborate on what took place or how you end up getting shot? Cause you know what I mean?
To make a long story short, I was living in Atlanta, chasing my dreams, just as I am right now. And I was at an open mic night, and I left at like 11:30, and I made it to my house at 12:11. And I remember because I looked at my phone, and I was in my phone. Note to the wise, pay attention to your surroundings. I was in my phone. You know, I saw some guys walking this late, and I just think to myself like, oh, okay, well, I have my gun, whatever, but I'm still like on a high from the show that I just did, checking my notifications, this person followed me, blah, blah, blah. So I'm in my phone, not really paying attention how I should have been. And long story short, I get out of my car, I open my garage. Again, just being a safe person that I am, I don't even let my garage go all the way up. I stop it just enough to where I can go up under it. And then when I go in and I try to close it, it said, it didn't go all the way down. So when it did that, everything went fast. It did that, I turned around, I see a guy, I reach for my gun. Before I know it, I'm shot 4 times.
Wow.
So,
and it only takes one time to not be here. So thank God that you know what I mean, you made it through that and we still have you with us.
Right.
I'm finna give an OG moment, man. I lived in Atlanta too, man. And it was like a few years ago, a post came around warning sisters. And I don't know when this came a part of the game, man. I came up in the game when no kids, no women. You know what I mean? Even on that tip. So I don't know to all you suckers that's out here targeting our sisters, man, we ain't real men, such as myself and brothers, we're not putting up with that, you know what I mean? So if you see a sister out and about in the area, you know, and y'all sisters, put your head up out them phones, man, be alert, take self-defense classes. She actually had her particular, you know, protection on her, but it, you know, all it takes is a second. You see what happened. Thank God that she's still here. I'm gotta give it an OG moment, like I'm saying. I often made posters like that. When you go in your garage, get in the habit of backing in. Because now you're not looking back. In that garage, you watch that garage go all the way down. Before, cause that car could have been a tool that could have allowed you to, you know what I'm saying? And I teach that a lot. Those that follow me know I speak on this. I'm not gonna let that absolve the interview, but I got to get that message out there.
No, you can get that educational moment out there. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You look out there, you see how I part.
And that's why before you pulled up, before you pulled up, I'm like, let me know you outside, because I want to, as a gentleman, and I want you in Florida, you in Miami, I want you comfortable. And anytime you down here, OG security.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I'm not doing anything, I don't mind accompanying you to, if it's late night, you can hit the OG up, and I will pull up, and you feel uncomfortable, you in my city.
Understood.
You in my city, we got you.
Right, I respect
Miami, we got you, KP, I'm for real.
Yeah, I
you know
respect
what I'm
it, for sure.
You spend a lot of time down here, you good.
Okay.
So, now, lane switching.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, hold on.
Nice little maneuver right there.
Okay, lane switching.
Nice little maneuver.
Okay, because I like that lane switching, man, right? You talk about looking for a lower kind of love, right? Fellas, y'all tune in now. So, of course, we have to ask, are you single?
Yes, newly single.
Who fumbled the heart? Who fumbled the ball?
Irrelevant.
Who fumbled? Man, listen,
It don't matter.
Valentine's coming up, player. Valentine, I don't know if she do the double back or whatever. But
No.
Oh, okay.
We not doubling back and we not rushing into nothing else no time soon. We focus.
Okay, stay
We
focused.
focus.
Let's stay focused. All right, I can get it.
Yeah.
How does love or the lack of love influence your music?
Both influence it heavily. That is two topics that a lot of people go through. Being in love and having a lack of love. So, but what I will say is the pain makes for easier recording and for better music for me. Especially when I get on my R&B style of things and I just got my heart broken, it's easier to release that pain sometimes than it is to talk about being so in love with a person. You know what I mean? Because it's only so much that you could say about really just having a good person, loving them, and them loving you right versus I've been hurt, broken down, you did this, and this to me. Now I'm trying to heal in this, and this way. You can make 5 different songs about 5 different ways that you're healing. You know what I'm saying? You can make the same 5 songs about being very in love with someone. But I feel like there's more to say about that pain than there. It's unfortunate, but there's more to say about that pain to me than it is about the happiness.
Man, you know,
can only get so far.
You know what? I'm a believer in love, right? So,
Me too.
So hold on. I mean, I understand that, but you just said that, you know, you could get more tracks out of. You feel me? Where I'm going at? You could get more tracks out of pain than love, and I hate that it's like that. But you're right. I'm saying I agree. I know you're right. And sometimes when you are in love, we tend to worry about somebody else feeling their time, so it takes you away from your grind too, right? So I understand that, but I gotta remember tracks like hours and hours. You know what I mean? That track that sister had out.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And like who don't wanna? You know what I mean? So I'm like I said, I'm romantic. I like the slow dance. I ain't from that clutching and hanging out. I wanna be out, you know, next to a woman, especially all the time I spent.
Right.
So I wish it'd flip over and we could make a lot more love tracks.
It's not impossible. I just said for me, you know, maybe I haven't had the right love to allow me to express it in a lot of different ways.
I think you can make
but I
just
have
as many
experienced
tracks.
enough pain to be able to say what I just said. So maybe I just need the right love that'll put me on that Isley Brothers.
Right, between the sheets. That's what I'm talking about,
you
man.
know what I'm saying? So
yeah, man.
I love old school music. And not even just old school as far as Isley Brothers, even in the 90s. I am so much for that. We need to get back into that love music.
Right.
Everything is
drill and
the
ops.
women, and I'm not down to nobody. I feel like everything serves its purpose, but the women is F the niggas is F the bitches. You know what I'm saying? You have your R&B, your love stuff, but it's not enough of it. But it's the era that we're in, and history repeats itself, so it'll come back around.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it. I hope I'm waiting for it. And I hope it need to 2025, I hope we could get back to just like she just explained to the loving, the black love, to just the loving all around, man. Cause hey man, why fight? Why argue when we could be making love?
Yeah.
You know
I'll say one
saying?
thing, and I'll leave it right here because we could have a whole nother podcast on this.
And we might need to do it. We might need to run it back for Valentine's Day.
We might. In today's world, I ain't in no other community, but I will say, especially in the black community, there is such a gender war. I feel like if men and women both agree that in some type of way we all do wrong, then we could just mutually agree to disagree and move forward. But there's always, you check the comment section, if there is a woman that's doing wrong, it's a bunch of niggas in there, yeah, because y'all women be doing this and da-da-da-da-da-da. A man do wrong, nah, because y'all niggas be da-da-da-da-da-da. And it's just like, y'all ain't gonna never win this war. Men nor women are ever gonna win this war.
And we can't, we need both.
We have
need
double
each other.
standards as women. Men have double standards as men. But it's like we're such in a gender war competition to try to see who is worse. When we just level it out to say, you do this, I do that, this hurts you in this way, this hurts me in this way, blah, 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 and we all take accountability and just let it even out, we can get back to that love making. Because right now, a lot of men have it in their head that there's too many hoes out here, so there's no reason to sing to them. Women act like or feel like, and I'm not speaking for nobody, this is just my perspective, I feel like women look at it as if there's no reason to be a lady to a man that does not know how to treat a woman like a lady. So then they out here acting like the niggas. So
before I collaborate on that, right? I'm gonna collaborate on that, and then I'm gonna ask you a question.
Okay.
Cause I gotta speak for my base. I'm gonna have to ask you a question.
You have to, go ahead.
So what you just said made perfectly good sense. I agree. What I think is going wrong with us as say black people is that we getting in relationships because we suffering from coming from dysfunctional families. Like it may not be a father. We're not coming from love. We coming from you know what I mean? We coming from chaos. And we bring that into our adulthood, right?
Shout out to Chaos.
Yeah, shout out to Chaos the artist, not Chaos the problem.
Right.
But nah, what I'm saying is, like the woman feel like she got to teach the man how to be a man, and the man feel like he got to teach her how to be a woman. It's beautifully to go in when we in a relationship and you know your role, you know your part. Like you were saying, some accountability. We both not perfect. You know what I mean? Cause any relation, when you're in a relationship, is always that where you gonna have to come to a compromise ground. You know, you might have little pet teas, and if I really love you, I really care about you, I'm gonna work on that.
Right.
If it aggravates you enough for you to mention it, right? So we're not gonna turn, like we say, we might have to have a part two. We gonna do that. For Valentine's Day, I may have her back because she's always in Miami.
We could.
And we'll just have that. The day I want y'all to find out about the artist, right?
Yeah.
So another question for the artist.
Because you're going to turn all the males against me in a minute.
No. You kept it open. You were fair on both sides.
Yeah.
You just said accountability.
Yeah.
That wasn't picking sides or nothing. I think both men and women, I like your music.
Yeah,
from God.
you.
But I got to ask for this question. Dealing with this generation, things going on right now, who stand a chance, them or the young guys?
With me?
With you.
I don't even think about stuff like that to answer that question.
So you ain't got no age. What age fit with you? I'm saying.
As far as like age, I definitely don't go them. And I definitely don't go little boy either, you know. I'm mutual, you know what I'm saying? But at my age, it still needs to be someone who is mature. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And has their stuff together. Because I just left a relationship on some let me help build you up and da-da-da. And I'm not bashing anyone who doesn't have their life together. My thing with that is, if you don't have your life together, you shouldn't be worried about a relationship.
That's right. That part.
So I'm
I
not dealing
agree.
with nobody that don't got their stuff together.
We ain't billing no niggas this 25. We ain't doing that no more.
Mm-mm.
You gotta have you heard me say it, you gotta have your own shit, have your own motion, cause she's a worker.
Yeah,
She's a worker. You ain't holding
it's
me
not
back.
even necessary that you just gotta have your own motion. I need to see that you're doing and working towards something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't just be throwing your hands up like you don't know, you know?
Right.
But again, I don't
That's
really.
leadership. That's focusedness and all that.
Yeah,
So
that's pretty much what I'm on. I'm focused.
Let's get back to the music. Back to the music, because
Mm-hmm.
we'll say that, because I definitely know that's a discussion that they're interested in. It always get good ratings. Everybody want to
We're
deal with
gonna have to make a whole nother podcast.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have it in. We might have a panel up, you know what I mean? Different views, ladies and guys. I might put that together for y'all Valentine. Okay, you collaborated with one, you know, for the Florida artist, Seddy Hicks.
Seddy Hendrix.
Hey, Seddy Hendrix, right?
Yeah.
On Who I Am. Sounds like it was a big moment. Like, take us on that. Shout out to Seddy, man. From Jacksonville, Duval in the building, man. You know, we reaching out to Florida all up and down.
Okay.
How was that experience?
So working with Seddy was a good experience. It was one of my viral moments, the Who I Am record. It was before I met Seddy. I did TikTok / Instagram reel, and I freestyled that song, and it went more crazy on Instagram than it did on TikTok. And that was like the craziest viral moment I had ever had on Instagram. So that's pretty much when I met my label and connected with people. So it was more so a collaborative agenda to get him on it. And we just pretty much put it together, did it, and let it do what
I
it do.
listened to it earlier, and one of the things was jumping out. You was trying to explain, like you was explaining to a female, basically, like you ain't one of them that's out here on one of these thoughts or whatever, doing this and doing that for that.
No.
No, get your name right.
Right. So I mean, that's pretty much the theme of my music and the agenda that I push. Like I said, relatable things, but also letting it be known that I'm not just some female that anybody can just come and play with. I'm not talking about sexual, like how I'm a F your nigga, da-da-da. But also, Who I Am really came from the perspective of being in a room of people that will look at you a certain way, wanting to know who you is. But they'll ask that person, who is that?
Right.
Who is she? Who she thinks she is? And it's like, you come ask me.
Right. Don't ask my neighbor.
You listening to people that don't even know me, and they trying to come tell you just who I am. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm like, I'm standing on business. I'm staying too loyal. I know that you want to know who I am. But don't be listening to them people talking. You come ask me.
Don't make no judgment based on nobody else.
Yeah, you make it animosity when it don't even have to be.
Okay. I get it. Florida seems to have a special place in your music. Mm-hmm. Tell us about the recent. We already kind of talked about it. Mm-hmm. What you down here today, and the project that you were working on with Mr. Flawda, right? The song 9 to 5, which you mentioned earlier, right? Mm-hmm. What was that experience like with working with Mr. Flawda? Shout out to Mr. Flawda, man, and Chaos and that whole crew.
Chaos and the crew. You know, Florida is a great environment for me. Growing up as a kid, you know, my mom's single parent raising 4 children. She didn't have it to take us to the beach and stuff like that. But as I grew up, I grown to love nature and being around just the world's peace. So a place where the beach is a place where I would love to be. And I just found myself here exploring, networking, and meeting the right people who appreciate the art and the craft that I bring to music. And we just developed it from there.
So you say Florida and the beach. Have you had opportunity to go out to the beach, or you just?
Yeah. Every time I'm here, if I get a free moment and they ain't told me where to go, I'm going to the beach. Okay. I kill time at the beach. Before my flight out, I go to the beach for sure.
That's what's up, man. Make sure y'all come get in the water down here. It's healing in this water. It's Florida water, man. It's healing, man. It's therapeutic and everything else, man. It's a lot to offer in Miami, and the beach is one of them, man. But Mr. Flawda himself, right? I know he got a lot of dance theme type stuff. So
he's dope.
So did you get any moves or like any new dance moves?
The video is based out of skating And I haven't skated in so long, but I put them skates on. It was just like hopping on a bike. But he was showing me different little juke moves, and he was showing me different dances in the midst of the video, but we still working on our own personal dance for the song. But his energy was very good. It was very vibrant and welcoming and, you know, just good energy. So it was a great experience.
So you said like getting on the bike. According to my sources, right?
Oh,
I
Lord.
heard, according to my sources, right? It wasn't as easy as getting on the bike, right? Sources told me, right? I wasn't there, but we asked for a truthful moment. Did you fall on the skates? Did you have a slip? Or what went on?
I fell one time. I was skating all damn day, and I fell one time, okay? And my shoulder still hurt, okay?
Wow.
So,
it was that hard? It was
whoop, legs in the air, ponytails flying, and I said, damn.
They deleted that, right?
They didn't get that. I was in the corner when I fell. They didn't even get that. Nobody knew I fell until I kept it real and said that I fell. They ain't get that.
We had eyes out there. We had sources that put us up on that fall. I
bet ain't nobody got it on camera. They better not.
Okay. Y'all better not release that, man.
I swear.
They better not release that. Let me see. On a scale of 1 to 10, what are your skating? Like you say, you used to know how to skate. So right now, where you at in your skating thing?
I'm a 5 because when you get out there with them people that be hitting the moves and da-da-da, I'm like, ooh, I want to get on the skating scene. I'm finna add that to my hobbies and my workout. I'm finna start skating. Like, I do like to hike. I like to draw or paint or color sometimes. I do music. I'm finna add skating to my hobbies. Because I want to get out there and hit the woo and ooh like that. Like, I'm just...
The turnaround
yeah,
game.
you know, so I'm a 5 because I know how to skate and, like, turn and I can backward skate, but it's like the rhythm of it. I got to add them 5 more points on there.
Oh, yeah, you gonna get it. You come down long enough, cause you know we're a city, man. We came up skating. I actually shout out to Super Sky Roller Tech. You know what I mean? So we definitely skating is very fun, and it's like you say, it's good for the moves and the exercising. So the question of the hour is, right?
What's the question of the hour?
2025.
Right? We coming alive.
2025. Let me get to the question. What can we expect out of KP? Are you gonna be pushing harder? What you got? Is you gonna be getting some acting? Is you like what's on the table? What's off the table? Where you see, you know what I mean? What projects you working on, and how can they find out about, you know what I mean, these projects and when they gonna be released? Whatever. Just give us 2025, your version, your vision. What you gonna get out of it?
2025 from KeePushinKP, you can expect way more consistency. We're going to keep pushing top to bottom on a consistent level. Whatever comes to the table, I'm going to review it. And if it fits my schedule, I'm going to do it. It ain't going to be no no's unless it's something that compromises my integrity. You know, when it comes to acting, singing, rapping, writing for another artist, doing a cameo in a somebody else's video, whatever the case may be, if it involves me growing, getting active, getting my name out there more, that's what we're gonna do. What's the
story behind Keep On Pushing KP? What inspired? 'Cause everybody got a name. When the process of you making your name, what made you come up with that? Like, cause when you say keep on pushing, it seemed like that's telling you, like you telling yourself that. What's the story behind the name?
It's like a motto. So I had changed my name a few times, and the KP was always a theme with it. It was K-Pride, Kiki Pride, whatever. And it was a thing of like me becoming more of a motivational mindset type person and wanting to have a motto that fit within everything that I truly am. And it's like when your words are powerful, you live by and develop what you speak.
Right.
So for me to name myself, Keep Pushing KP, and when you see it and I say it and you hear it, it's just like, how can I sit down? This is who I am. I have to keep pushing. So it's really keep pushing in all ways and all ways. So you always keep pushing, and you keep pushing in all the ways that you can. Right. So it's just one of those things that keeps me going, keeps me motivated, and keeps me on the right path, pretty much.
Okay, before we get ready to get up out of here, I know you're very, very busy. You always pushing.
Yes.
Every time I see you, you pushing.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know when you stop pushing.
No.
You know, so before we get out of here, man, I don't think you gonna. I think it's gonna come a point in time where you ain't gonna ask them. You gonna have to ask what's my name or who I am.
Right.
I think they finna get ready to know who you are.
I hope so.
No, I'm telling you so. I'm telling you because what you're doing and the way that you're working, it's all. That's like when success has a formula. It's like a recipe when you making it. And I see all the ingredients in you. I see the look. I see the determination. You know what I mean? I know, like you say, you're not turning down nothing. Unless it's, you know what I mean? Unless it's something that don't meet your integrity. You know what I mean? As an artist and a woman, the OG blessed. The OG really. I'm stamping you. I'm stamping you.
I appreciate that.
I'm glad to be honored to have had you before you get too big, because I know the price is gonna go up.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? The price is the demand is gonna go up.
Okay.
Anytime the demand for something go up, but keep what they do in mind, you know what I mean? As you grow, and we love to have you back. You know what I mean? Tell them where they can find you at. Tell them where they can see your music and where they can reach out to you at or whatever.
Y'all can find me everywhere at KeePushinKP. That's YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, Apple Music, TikTok. Keep Pushing KP. That's KeePushinKP as one word. Keep pushing. You see somebody else with that name, you know where it came. For real. Y'all
got to hear, man, what they do, man. Like I've been telling y'all, if you feel like you great, if you feel like, you know what I'm saying, you haven't got enough exposure or whatever it may be, what they do, especially in the Florida area, man. Y'all come out, y'all tap in. I love to have y'all up here on the red carpet. I love to have y'all sitting right over there where KP at. Her message, her name, her energy. I hope that y'all was, you know what I mean, y'all pull from it. Cause y'all gonna see great things from this young lady right here, man. Y'all keep it locked with us. Make sure y'all go support, follow everything. Keep pushing KP, man. Y'all keep on pushing, man. We gonna keep on doing the same thing. We got the message.
Yes, sir.
You say we do hugs over here. We got the message. We got the message. Thanks for coming and joining us.
Thank you for having me, 662.
What they do, Mississippi,
yes,
all of Florida, man. This your boy, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the content. Like, comment, and subscribe.